Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. I am coming to you today with the Monday Magic Intuitive Energy reading from the North Woods. It is beautiful. There is a lake behind me, but this view is just as amazing. So I'm so happy to bring you a piece of this beautiful healing energy, a little message from the heart of Mother Earth. So, how is the energy feeling for you today? It's pretty funny because as I sat here just grounding in and meditating and getting back into my body and really tuning in, there is a squirrel that is in this giant, I think you would say pine tree, throwing acorns down. I'm not sure if it's at me or at the water or at the dock, but he may even make an occurrence. He's got kind of like a rattlesnake kind of snarl and I also have my puppy here next to me. So he's not real crazy about our presence, I guess. And it's funny because as I would just calm and ground and tune in, and then I would get this, acorn. And it really does feel like there is, I guess I would say, kind of mischievous or, just the agitated squirrel, that it really does feel like the winds of change are upon us, that things are moving and shifting. And what is interesting and odd to have such a strong sense of change and shift and momentum that I mentioned last week, while also going into some pretty significant retrogrades. We've got Mercury retrograde, we've got Mars retrograde, of course, Saturn and Neptune and Uranus. They're all in retrograde and have been for a while. But you add in Mercury and Mars, and so we've just got a lot of what would seem to be slowdown, and yet there is still momentum for things happening and shifting and changing. And so it is common that we would feel a sense of confusion is what comes to mind when you've got this push pull. There's momentum forward, and yet you also have that feeling of nostalgia, almost, or even just a mourning for what has passed. There's still that separation, that letting go of the things that no longer serve us. They're still sort of dancing in our energy, clinging. And I always think of sort of a wounded animal, a cornered, wounded animal that is dying. It knows it's dying, and yet it will fight to the death to hold on to that last piece of whatever life it is clinging to. And so sometimes we can feel this death and rebirth process happening, and yet there's parts of us that cling to, or energies that cling to us in a way. And so this beauty and excitement over what is to come is somewhat confused or muddled with the mourning of what has passed. And there we're very much in this transition of stepping out of the old and into the new. And so some of the recommendations on how to navigate this energy are just to find stillness in the eye of the storm, to really ground in and recalibrate, stepping back into the body, finding the heart space, wiggling your fingers and toes, being present, allowing the mind to calm by bringing our focus and attention to the body. And being present in the body, being present in the here and now, allows us to find that stillness while all of the energies shift and change around us. And that, of course, gives me goosebumps. So that is a confirmation of what was already received. The other recommendation was to love what is, to trust the plan, and that is the divine plan. That is not any man's plan, but to trust that all is in perfect divine order. And because everything is perfect just as it is, we can love it and love what is the way it is, with non-resistance. We're not trying to shift and change anything. We're not trying to perfect anything. In this moment, sitting here, grounding into the energy, wanting to deliver a beautifully positive message for you about how all is well and things are, perfectly going to work out for you. Here's that agitated squirrel throwing acorns. And, I want to perfect the message. I want to bring something better. And to remember that there is no resistance necessary, no resistance allowed, no resistance is beneficial. that only loving and allowing in non-resistance is going to achieve what we want to accomplish. Non-resistance is the only way. That pain plus resistance equals suffering. Here comes the squirrel. He might make a debut. I don't know. The dog next to him might keep me away or keep him away. So really don't try to change it. Don't resist what is. Don't try to perfect it. Just ground into the energies. And that grounding into the energies can mean a few different things. Put your feet on the ground, number one. If you can't do that, number two, send your grounding cord into the earth, connect with Mother Earth. You can call on Sandalphon, the angel of Mother Earth, to assist us. I hear him. Oh, there he is. Oh, I don't know if you can see him. He just ran right behind us. Very cool. But also, that means finding that stillness. It means finding that stillness in the eye of the storm, dropping back into the body and finding that energy and planting your being in it. Allow yourself to marinate in whatever it is. It's just another way of saying find the rhythm of the music that's currently being played and dance with that. Right? There we go. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, he's a cute little red one, so mischievous for sure, those red hairs. Yes, and just remember to release whatever it is that we're clinging to, release the past, trust the plan, don't try to change it. And remember, this is something that's been coming to me the last couple times or last couple days, is that hard times create strong men. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody likes to hear this will make you stronger, or you'll be better on the other side of it. This all, it's all working for you. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And all of that, of course, is true. It's not necessarily comforting. Sometimes we're like, oh, I'm tired of hearing that. But if we think of it from the perspective of gratitude and awe and just saying thank you, I understand that whatever this is going to make me a stronger person. That hard times create strong men, and soft times or easy times actually create soft men and women. And so we can just choose to find gratitude for whatever it is that we're going through. And by default, that just the sheer choice to find gratitude will make it easier, we'll make it softer, we'll make it feel better, and we'll make it definitely more tangible, more easily accessed, that stillness, when we try to drop back into the body. Another interesting term that came to mind was embrace the chill. And there is a breeze here. It's cooler up north. The lows were in the 40s, highs are in the 60s, which is actually pretty nice. And when I heard it, I knew it was like, yes, kind of weather, but not just weather, right? There's a chill in the energy. There's even just through the retrograde, there's a slow down. Yeah, but I could feel frigid, right? The chill can feel frigid. It can feel a little bit harsh, and to embrace that chill was the recommendation. Then the next thing that came was expand in whatever way you need to find alignment. So if you're experiencing, the clinging to the old, hanging on to the past, a bit of chill or frigid feeling in your life, to embrace that, but also to expand, to allow yourself to say, I recognize that this is a little bit uncomfortable. I don't really care for this. And find the need, in this moment, I'm not appreciating feeling cold, so maybe I should go find a sweater, right? Expand in whatever way you need to find alignment, to find that stillness, to find that seat of the soul, to find the connection to source, to remain in stillness in the eye of the storm. Right. And then just remember that everything you need is found in stillness, to soften, to open up. And I will reiterate something that I say all the time, that fight, flight, fawn, freeze is a sympathetic nervous system state that shuts down growth, healing, rest, and digest. That as we soften and we allow, we open, we put down any resistance, we love what is, we turn off that system. And fight, flight, fawn, freeze, the sympathetic nervous system is very rigid. It's blocking, it's white knuckling life, it's gripping, it's trying to control, it's very masculine. It keeps your manifestations from you. It is a wall between you and everything you seek. And so when the recommendation is to rest into stillness, to soften, to open, to allow, to breathe, 5 count breath, 5 in and 5 out. That is sending and especially focus and attention on the heart, is sending the message to the body. It is safe to switch on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, growth and repair. That is the feminine, that is the allowing, that is the magnetism, that is the manifestation. So at the risk of repeating myself, I do say things over and over because they are the guidance. We have not fully embodied, mastered what is being recommended. That to be able to fully move out of 3D, 4D, and into 5D, you must have zero resistance. Zero resistance. And I can say that I am not able to sustain zero resistance all the time. When I first received the guidance and I started counting how many times do I resist my life or things around me in a day, it was incredible. Hundreds of times a day we are in resistance to the boat passing, to the squirrel throwing the acorns, to the dog rolling in the mud. Zero resistance, guys. That's how we get out of pain and into a beautiful new earth. All right, I will leave you with that. I love you guys very, very much, as you know, and I will continue to remind you. Thank you for being here on this journey. Please do like, subscribe, and share. A little emoji comment is greatly appreciated to really help the YouTube channel. And I will see you on the next video. If you'd like to subscribe, click this one. Otherwise, this video is customized just for you. All right. Namaste, my friends. I love you.